I ain't gonna lie, Rolly hit hard. They people be sleeping on Rolly because he been obviously. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, if he don't got no chin down, so Rolly be getting caught. But Rolly he can hit, bro. Like he can hit. Like, he's the only person I felt like when he swung, it felt like bricks was on the floor.
Listen, you know, I don't think there's a lot of men that can beat me.
I'm with you.
No, you're not. Because when you interference the court,
I'm with you. No, I'm talking about you. No, I'm just saying.
What you saying?
Let me ask you a question. Is there a male champion, regardless of weight,
Yep.
that you believe you can?
I beat Rolly. He's the world champion. Rolly Ramirez. Do you agree or disagree? Speaking out, never hold your peace.
Yeah, she'll knock me out.
I think you're being facetious.
No, I'm being for real. I don't hit women.
That's true. I understand that.
Gervonta Davis laughed off Claressa Shields' bold claim that she could beat Rolando Romero, reminding everyone just how dangerous Raleigh is inside the ring. Tank said Romero is the hardest puncher he has ever faced.
No, like he actually can hit. Like when his punches was like hard.
You felt it?
Yes.
Was he the strongest punch you think you ever felt?
Thanks.
Really?
Claressa Shields has stated in several interviews that she could easily defeat Romero in a professional boxing match.
I'll get in the ring and I'll knock Rolly out. I didn't say that. I'm 17-0 with 3 beautiful knockouts. I'm not the knockout puncher. I'm not Amanda Serrano. But what I will say is, with my boxing pedigree, with my height, my jab, my skills, I can beat Rolly in a boxing match. And that's just what it is.
Oh, you think you can beat Rolly actually in a fight?
A boxing match, absolutely. You were talking about sparring, sure. But even under the rules of, you want to say 2 minutes, 12 rounds, 2 minutes, 10 rounds, whatever you want to call it. Bruh, I had better boxing
What size
skills
gloves?
What size gloves? Do you not see this face? I don't even get hit. Does it matter? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I fought Franchina and got 1 stitch, and it wasn't from her punch, it was from her thing on her glove. She kept pressing against my face.
What size were those gloves?
10 ounces, but when you fight above 147, you have to fight a 10-ounce glove.
Did you find, well, right.
So I've never fought an 8 ounces, no time in my...
Shields confidently said she could easily outbox Raleigh since she is taller and has a longer reach and that her overall boxing skills are superior, insisting that her technique and ring IQ would allow her to control the bout from beginning to end.
You ever seen Rolly fight?
I did watch him fight. I seen he just won against
Ryan Garcia.
Ryan Garcia.
Listen, it's not about... I think Rolly is very unorthodox. He's very strong, right? But I'm way taller than him, way longer than him, and got better boxing skills.
So how about one of his punches, though?
Did you not hear what I said? It's hard for somebody smaller to hurt somebody that's bigger. I walk around at 185. He fights at 140. Or is it 47? It's
He said 140, 147.
But I'm just saying, though, like when you, and then like with his skill set, he can't beat me in a fight. And you already know I believe I can beat Keith Thurman. That's real I think I'm a better boxer than Keith Thurman. Not that I'm stronger.
Romero also responded to Claressa's claim, joking that she could definitely beat him because he doesn't hit women.
It happened the other day. Claressa Shields was on a podcast and she was talking about fighting, and she said that she could beat Rolly Romero. She said, and I think the guy came back to her saying, "Oh my God, he's a power puncher. I mean, once he connects." And she said, I'm bigger than him, and bigger guys, bigger boxers are generally going to win against smaller guys. So I have better skills than him, better boxing skills than him, and I'm bigger than him. I'm just your thoughts when you saw that clip. What did you think when you saw that?
I believe her. I believe she can beat me. Yeah, she'll knock me out.
Did you say, why out of all the names did you pull your name out of the hat?
No. I believe her. I truly believe she can beat me.
Devin Haney and Claressa Shields also discussed her call out of Romero. Haney questioned why Shields keeps targeting fighters he is interested in fighting. His comments also hinted at the possibility of a future Haney against Romero matchup.
Opponents, I see you.
No.
I got
right into that.
I got Rolly. Let me get Rolly. You get.
Listen, a woman will never be able to fight against a man, right? But I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but don't I got some skills though?
Sure, but let me get Rolly though.
No, I didn't want to spar with him. You know what I'm saying? Like I asked Devin to spar years ago.
Yeah,
When we was at the gym.
Yeah, you did.
And it was like it wasn't on no, oh, I'ma beat you up or nothing. It was like
Want to work.
Just want to work because I've always worked with men.
Makes you better.
Yeah.
It do make you better, and that's why you see I'm blowing these girls out in the dust. It's easy. But like sparring with him, I will learn something like, yeah, we're gonna hit each other or whatever. But it's still like sparring with the men, I keep my hands up, I roll more, I try to protect my body. It's like.
What made you pick Rolly though? Why him? Why did
However, Rolando Romero recently addressed his next steps in a new interview, revealing uncertainty about when he'll return to action.
Want to know, when will Rolando Romero be back in the ring defending his title?
We do not know that yet. We do not.
Romero explained that although there's interest in a major fight, including talks about a possible clash with Devin Haney, nothing is completely finalized yet, and paperwork still needs to be completed before anything can be scheduled. He reiterated that he won't promote a fight until the contract is officially signed and confirmed, making it unclear when his next bout will take place.
That's interesting you say that because, you know, we had Bill Haney on The Last Stand just last week. Bill Haney said, I've been talking to Rolando Romero. I talked to his manager, Louis DeCubas. He says we have an agreement to fight May 30th, whether it be New York, whether it be Vegas, but he says Rolando Romero can't back out of this one because, in his words, Devo is coming to town. Is that true?
But the contract was sent to them two days ago, and Bill kind of disappeared, went and grabbed milk. So you. I mean, let's just say it like this, right? I don't really want to talk about Devin or any of that stuff because, like I said, the fight's not made. What is it to talk about? Like I said, nobody's ducking or dodging Devin Haney. Nobody cares about Devin.
When asked why she wants to face Romero, Shields said he's a good person, but when it comes to boxing, his skills are limited. She explained that his awkward style and unpredictable punches make him interesting to face, adding she isn't a big puncher like Amanda Serrano, but trusts her boxing ability.
The only thing. Why you want to fight him? Why you want to fight him first?
Rolly catches more strays on this show. It's
First of all, I
Shady's not even
love
on
Rolly.
today.
He's a good dude, but when it comes to skill in boxing, he's not skilled.
Yeah, I agree.
That makes him awkward, right? When the punches don't come from where you think they're gonna come from, when he hits hard, right? Like there have been guys like that throughout. You brought up Mayorga, who are awkward. They shouldn't be good, but somehow they managed to win some of these fights.
Some of these guys don't be having no chins. Maybe that's the problem.
Shields argued that Rolando Romero doesn't have real boxing skills, claiming his success mainly comes from power and awkwardness rather than technique. She also pointed out that every high-level fighter he has faced has managed to knock him out, saying that shows the difference between raw power and true boxing ability.
Where Rolly's at and beat that. Rolly can't box nothing like me. It don't matter about no power. You don't have no skill. So next time Rolly come in my inbox, just know, yeah, I'm really about that. And I will show up where you at and show you what's up. He like, oh, you're not better than me and I'm not better than you. I'm just telling you that all of the greats have been dropped. I got a video of all your favorite fighters getting dropped. Rolly, congratulations. You got knocked out. Shut up. Shut up. You got knocked out in a real fight. You got knocked out for real. So hush your mouth. Shakur beat your ass. Ryan beat you up. Teofimo beat you up. Devin Haney walk you. Everybody like, who is Rolly? The dude who Tank knocked out. And when I see Rolly, I want you to keep that same energy you have over that internet. That's all.
Shields has spoken about dropping male sparring partners and using daily training with men to sharpen her skills, stressing that her ring craft, fast hands, and defense make her a complete boxer.
I'm strong as hell at heavyweight. And I know that from how I punch the pads, from the guys I'm sparring with, their reactions when we get tied up in, if we get, tied up in our sparring, how I'm pushing them back, and I got pretty big shoulders and a pretty big back, and I'm actually super strong at heavyweight. So I'm carrying everything the same, and I still got my speed, which we were worried about. But hey, it's still.
Sports commentator Shannon Sharpe publicly shut down Claressa Shields' idea that she could beat Rolando Romero or any male boxer, saying it's unrealistic and that a man would likely stop her quickly in a real fight. Sharpe still praised Shields as the greatest in women's boxing, but insisted men's and women's competition should remain separate for safety reasons.
If it's money and belts on the line, and I got me a 2 or 3 month camp, you telling me that Rolly gonna knock me out up in what round?
Rolly gonna beat you. Yes, Rolly would stop you. Yes.
You are nuts.
Rolly, a 3-division champ.
When you fight against somebody that strong, you hit him where? The body. I'm going to Rolly's body early.
Where do you think he's gonna hit you?
Let
me ask you a question. Where do you think he's gonna hit you?
Everybody gets hit.
But you've never been hit by a man without headgear.
I know it's important for people to have confidence in themselves and to have self-belief and all the things, and to be as great as she is, you gotta be a little bit delusional. But we gotta draw the line somewhere, okay? If she was talking about fighting me, yeah, she'd give me a knuckle sandwich, for sure. Extra mayo on that thing, extra spicy. Y'all let me know your thoughts. Do y'all feel like Claressa can go toe-to-toe with a professional male boxer?
Many analysts and boxing fans have made it clear that a professional fight between Claressa Shields and Romero simply isn't realistic or likely to ever happen. Commentators point out that sanctioning bodies wouldn't approve a male versus female bout due to safety and fairness concerns. And the idea of a man hitting a woman in a sanctioned fight is generally considered absurd in modern boxing. They also note that while Shields is dominant in women's boxing, separate divisions exist because men and women generally compete separately for both safety and physiological reasons. In short, most experts believe Shields versus Romero will stay a theoretical talking point and never materialize in the ring.
So did you say that or no?
I said he would beat you, but I do believe he would stop you.
A stop you was a knockout, right?
Okay, TKO, KO, whatever you want to. Hey, they throw the towel in, whatever you want to use, term you want to use.
I'm gonna say this extremely clear. There is no way in hell am I going to have a serious conversation about a man punching a woman in the face. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I am not going to have a damn serious conversation about a man spilling off on a chick. Yo, that's where I'm at. Claressa can feel how she feel or whatever Claressa feel, Rolly can't respond, because at the end of the day, you can say that a million times, but we ain't gonna discuss a man punching a woman in a mask. It's just not part of the discussion.
However, Shields has strongly defended her belief in her own boxing ability, saying her years of training, championship success, and high ring IQ make her extremely confident even in hypothetical matchups with male fighters. Shields argued that her technical skills developed over a long amateur career and as a multi-division world champion would make her difficult to beat, insisting she has sparred with men and trusts her offense and defense. While she clarified she does not aspire to fight men professionally. She says her confidence comes from her belief that skill and discipline can outweigh assumptions about gender.
Boxes up, like, do you think it's possible?
I got 100K for any girl that can mine. She can come out to my gym. I have 100K right there. She with me, I'll give her 100K. Now she lose, she can get the on. But I know for a fact a chick off the street can't with me. Girls who train their whole life can't with me. Yeah. What the hell is somebody on the street gonna do? I don't care about how much boxing experience they got, who they train with, if they did coke before we fought. I don't care what you're talking about. You and my ass is not. Listen, you know, I don't think there's a lot of men that can beat me.
I'm with you.
No, you're not. Because when you interference the court,
I'm with you. No, I'm talking about you. No, I'm just saying.
What you saying?
Let me ask you a question. Is there a male champion regardless of...
Shields is widely regarded as one of the greatest female boxers of all time. The American superstar has built a historic career, becoming a 3-division undisputed world champion and one of the most dominant fighters in women's boxing. She has held all 4 major belts WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO, in multiple weight classes, achieving a feat no other boxer, male or female, has accomplished in the 4-belt era. Shields also had an incredible amateur career before turning professional. She won 2 Olympic gold medals, capturing gold in the women's middleweight division at the 2012 London Olympics and again at the 2016 Rio Olympics, becoming the first American boxer to win back-to-back Olympic gold medals in boxing.
You have become the only woman in history to be the actual champion of 3 divisions, right? You were the champ of 3 divisions.
Yes.
What accomplishment are you most proud of so far?
I'm proud of all of them. Like the longevity to be able to keep winning, to be a champion at 4 fights was pretty impressive. Recently just sold out 18,000 people in the arena. That's not something that women do.
You don't have a favorite child among all the accomplishments?
It's always a favorite.
There's always a favorite.
I have to say it's my Olympic gold medals.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
All fighters who win gold medals tell me the same thing. What is it about the gold medal?
You really have to earn it. It's not just the Olympics. You got to go to the nationals, then the world championships, then whatever other tournament that there is, then there's the Olympics where it's only the best. Only the best there. Like you walk in to go get lunch and you run into Serena Williams and LeBron James.
See,
like,
that's way others.
Shields recently signed a historic $8 million multi-fight, multi-year promotional deal with Salida Promotions and Win Records, making it the richest contract in women's boxing history. The agreement spans at least 2 years and guarantees a minimum of $8 million across several fights, including a reported $3 million signing bonus, all before she even steps into the ring. Shields said the deal isn't just about money, but also about proving women's boxing deserves equal respect, pay, and opportunity. It pairs her champion status with broader cultural and entertainment exposure, aiming to expand her influence both inside and outside the sport.
Deal in women's boxing.
Talk to me.
And last week, Most Valuable Promotions just signed a multi-year deal with ESPN.
Yeah,
what does this mean for women's boxing?
Women's boxing is on the map, and we've been on the map, haven't we?
Yeah, but isn't this a benchmark of like a new level, a TV deal, a multi-7-figure deal for a woman? Aren't you trailblazing?
Absolutely. And like I said, I think that MVP is doing great for women's boxing. I'm doing great for myself. And I think it's good to see more women's boxing. It's gonna be on ESPN now. ESPN is the home of some of the best boxing matches. I mean, I watched a Devin Haney versus Lomachenko on there.
Yep.
Terrence Crawford had some big fights on there. Shakur Stevenson. I watched some of the best fights on ESPN. So it'd be more visibility for women's boxing.
Meanwhile, Raleigh is one of boxing's most talked about fighters today. The American pro turned professional in 2016 and has since built a strong resume with a record of 17 wins and 2 losses, including 13 knockouts. Romero is a 3-division world champion, having won the WBA interim lightweight title in 2020, the WBA super lightweight title in 2023, and most recently the WBA welterweight title in 2025, showcasing his ability to compete and succeed across multiple weight classes. He has faced top fighters like Ryan Garcia and has shown his power and durability against tough competition, earning him a reputation as a dangerous puncher in elite boxing. His blend of aggression, knockout ability, and championship experience has made him one of the standout names in the sport today.
I don't like to really talk about that stuff because for some reason the only one that gets blamed for not making fights is me, even though I'm the one that, you know. I mean, you don't get to where I'm at with 19 fights unless you actually fighting people.
So even though Claressa Shields is widely considered the best female boxer of her generation, most experts and fans agree she wouldn't beat Rolando Romero in a real professional bout. Shields herself has said she believes she could defeat Romero if given training and strategy, but analysts point out that a sanctioned fight between a male and female pro is extremely unlikely and that physical differences such as strength, power, and male physiology matter in combat sports. Commentators like Shannon Sharp have argued that Romero's punching power and athleticism would probably lead him to stop Shields. And many in the boxing community view the idea of a man hitting a woman in a competitive fight as unrealistic, making the matchup more hypothetical than practical.
Shields said that she said she could beat.
She tripping.
She said, I guess, on Nightcap that he didn't have any padding in his gloves, but this is a guy that Romeo, he on, and she got put down.
I love Claressa Shields. I legitimately think she's the best female fighter out there right now, right? But she tripping. The reason why I love her because she really believes this shit. Like what she's saying, she really believes it. I see what she's saying. It makes sense in her head. It makes sense. But when he hits you, that's gonna feel different than when any other woman hits you. That gonna feel different with no head girl in an actual fight. I love Claressa Shields. She might see this and she might think I'm talking about, but I'm not at all. Like I feel like she's one of the greatest fighters in our generation, female fighters for sure. But especially Rolly, bro, he unorthodox, but he's like that. Rolly can punch, bro.
Did you see the girl she just fought? And they was in there throwing punches. So I'm respecting Claressa Shields too. I think she's the best female fighter out there. I'm like, how many of them big boy joints are you gonna eat? Rolly like.
What do you think? Could Shields' skills ever stack up to Romero's power and experience?